It's that time of year again, and you know what that means. There's quite a few films based around the holiday of Halloween. I've spoken about some of my favorites in previous years, but Boys in the Tree stands out as one of the more unique films I've ever seen. This 2016 Australian film, directed by Nicholas Verso, delivers a chilling coming-of-age tale set in the 90s with amazing visuals, inspired writing, and a spectacular soundtrack. It's been described as The Lost Boys meets Donnie Darko, which I can see, but I don't think that simple description quite does this film justice. You can tell it's inspired by a lot of sources from American cinema, but it stands out based on its own merits even against the established classics of the genre. The plot follows Corey, a skateboarder and aspiring photographer with a group of friends named the Grommets. On Halloween, the Grommets bully and harass an outcast named Jonah, who happens to be an old childhood friend of Corey's. Later in the evening, after a confrontation with his friend Django over a girl named Romney, Corey breaks off from the group and encounters Jonah. He agrees to escort his former friend home, avoiding Django and the Grommets while sharing scary stories. Oh, they also happen to leave the mortal realm by crossing the bridge over Cocytus as Corey and Jonah confront the figurative and literal demons of their past and present as they both journey through the small Australian suburb. It's masterfully written and acted, so the characters all feel really organic. While the focus is on the main narrative, there's also hints of anthology horror thrown in as the pair quest together and share tales about the horror mythology of the local area. I find it really intriguing how the Australian and American influences blend together. I mean, to my understanding, Australia doesn't even really do Halloween the way that we do in North America, so that just makes the film a little more unique and interesting. There's a pretty loaded narrative covering a lot of themes such as friendship, loyalty, romance, sexuality, betrayal, bullying, and acceptance, just to name a few. It's extremely multi-layered but woven together seamlessly. Visually, this is a stunning film. Every shot drives the story forward and there isn't a wasted frame to be found. The attention to detail is amazing. It's the kind of film you can watch again and again, picking up new elements each time. They really pull off an interesting dark feel with some truly inspired cinematography as well as extremely detailed on-location set design and lighting. The soundtrack is also amazing, perfectly capturing the feel of the 90s with more than a handful of very recognizable songs from that era, along with a great standalone original score. The universe of the film is so well developed it's hard not to get immersed in it. It's a breath of fresh air delivering real substance in an era of mostly shallow, superficial horror, so I highly suggest checking this one out to get in the Halloween spirit. I also suggest checking out the 2014 short film The Last Time I Saw Richard, which is a kinda sorta prequel, but not really, but kinda. It's confusing as to exactly how they connect. There's also talk of a sequel set in New Jersey, which sounds promising. There's a lot more stories that could be told in this universe, so I'm interested in seeing what direction we'll go from here. So those are my thoughts on Boys in the Trees. What are yours? Let me know. Once again, this was Fadedragontear. Happy Halloween, everybody. Peace out.